This is purely for the camera. Very beautifully pink. It has become extremely fashionable to serve bavette with chimichurri. That it's almost implied. When you tell people, hey, I'm cooking bavette tonight. Great, with chimichurri? Nothing wrong with that. But today I want to offer you one alternative. We're gonna serve the bavette with a pickled chili sauce. Kind of a hint of Sichuan. First, let's do the pickled chili sauce. Very simple. We're gonna have a bit of ginger. You want to skin the ginger. You can use a peeler, by the way. This is purely for the camera. I'm actually really scared right now to cut myself. Now, slice it quite thin against the fiber. Very important that you do this step when you mince ginger. Otherwise, they become very chewy. First, make matchsticks. Bring them around. You don't want to cut them too fine. And same with the garlic. You want to have a bit of texture. Because the ginger has the most to evaporate, you can even get it started while you're prepping the rest. So, medium stove, vegetable oil, and then ginger straight in. It doesn't even have to be hot. We're just gonna sweat them a bit first. All right, garlic. Again, not too fine so they don't burn. You can always just adjust the heat accordingly, of course. You should definitely not use a garlic crusher for this because it will burn. Garlic goes in, leave it a mix. And then a bit of scallion white. Very simple, we do the diamond cut. This goes in last because they burn the fastest, of course. You keep an eye on your garlic, adjust the heat if needed. The color gradient is so beautiful with scallion. At this point, you can salt to help them release more liquid. And before I contaminate my knife with pickled chilies, let's slice the scallions. Honestly, scallions are so versatile. It's as if onions and chives made a baby. We're adding the pickled chilies last, not because they burn, but because we don't want to evaporate them too much, so the spiciness remains. Oh, I can feel it. My eyes, my eyes are feeling it already. Maybe I won't use all three. We have one green one just for color. You don't have to. This is not when you want to show off your knife skills, of course. That's fine enough for me. And I saved the pickle juices for later, of course. Now let's do them in batches so that we don't kill anyone. Now you wash your hands and your knife. We mix to combine. The pickle liquid goes in. This would add a bit of brightness and acidity to it, and a lot of complexity. You can bring the stove up a bit so that they evaporate. And the smallest dash of soy sauce, because I want to keep the bright colors. You don't want to add too much, but you also want soy sauce with just a bit of umami. So that's it. You want to cook it just enough for the liquid to concentrate, so it's not a watery sauce anymore. Now stove off. This is good to go. Now we just need to cook the bavette. We heat the pan to high heat and we season the bavette. Bear in mind our garnish is very salty already, so you should adjust accordingly. Hot pan, high smoke point oil, in this case vegetable oil, and then steak goes in, lay it away from you. This is the sound you want to hear. Press it down to maximize the surface area in contact with the hot pan. This is what causes browning, which is layman's term for Maillard reaction. Protein with high heat. That's what makes meat taste meaty. The drier the surface, the better the browning. Temperature actually matters very little, but we're splashing a bit here because I was lazy. I should have pat dried the steak a bit more. The surface of a bavette is not very even, so it's very important that you keep pressing it, or if you have meat weight, just put them on top. Now, beautiful. Perfect, stove off, you leave it to rest on the pan. Of course, with bavette, you have to look for the grain and slice against the grain for it not to be chewy. So it's almost like sashimi. Beautiful. Very beautifully pink. Perfect. Straight onto the serving plate. Warm serving plate, of course. Now, we Add our beautiful garnish. Right in the middle. Like this. Now, the scallion that we sliced, the red, green, and brown, it's just so beautiful. I mean, if you really want to go the extra mile, you can pour some hot oil on top, but my kitchen is smoky enough, I think I'll pass. We'll leave that one accidental piece there just for fun. And there you have it. Bavette does not have to be just with chimichurri. This is Bavette steak with pickled chilies. I hope you enjoy. Oh. Better. I was gonna add some micro herbs, but this is too beautiful, you know?